second. Oh, forgot to turn my AC off. My bad. What up, y'all? It's your boy, the one and only A Switch, aka who keep putting his ham in my pocket, aka peanut butter without the jelly. Ooh, wait a minute. AKA the Komaki Tiger Dropper, AKA the undisputed, undefeated, uncontested social distancing champion. Bringing you yet another episode of Switches Sites, episode 157. Oh, the seniority. I don't know. That felt appropriate. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Pretty good show for you today. Of course, Summer Games Fest 2022 happened earlier today. Just caught up on it. So definitely gonna divulge, dissect, decimate. I don't know. More of that in depth in the show. I guess a little bit of housekeeping beforehand. You may have probably noticed by the camera, the back, the room cam that Chris is missing from the statue, and amongst a couple other things in terms of the background. That is because I'm moving. I'm out of here. I'm done with everything. I hate it all. I'm joking. Basically moving to a new area, still within LA. But obviously, in order to move, you gotta pack your stuff. So that's what I did. Well, I didn't finish. I'm still, progressively doing that. But so with that in mind, yeah, this is probably going to be the second to last episode within this place. So definitely plan to at least have another show next week. And then I'll be on to the races. I'll be in the I'll make it seem like I'm dying or something. I'm going to those pearly gates. Hopefully. I think I'm a good person. But I digress. What else in regards to that? Yeah, so the plan is record, of course, this current episode and episode next week, and then more than likely probably take at least at minimum 2-week hiatus. Obviously to unpack, figure out and situate everything where I'll be staying at that time. So just a heads up for the loyal few. I appreciate you. But yeah, just wanted to make that known. So if I'm like, where did Switch go? Did he die? No. I'm in the lab just getting buff. I don't know. So yeah, just wanted to add that note. Of course, like this is probably one of the most inopportune times for me to move, but it is what it is. Hey, you got to do what you got to do. Right around E3 or Summer Games Fest is when things want to pop off, but it's okay. We can figure it out. We go as we move as we go, whatever they say. I don't think that's the saying at all. That's not even the saying, but it's my saying. So you can quote that, put that on a notebook somewhere. I don't I forgot what I even said. You can go somewhere, but you're not going if you ain't going. I didn't even say that either. Let's not get into the semantics of that. Yeah. So, without further ado, let's stop the dilly dallying and get right into it. Of course, first topic of discussion is Summer Games Fest. If I can get my tabs properly in line, properly aligned. Jesus, just cooperate with me, please. Please cooperate with me. I don't ask for much. I don't ask for much. Okay. Summer Games Fest 2022. Caught up on caught up on the show in and of itself. And overall, I'd say some interesting tidbits. I guess we'll reflect on that after we discuss a lot of this stuff. At least the first thing that popped off, I think started it off, was Street Fighter 6, of course, which was previously announced at the PlayStation State of Play. But we actually got our first character reveal trailer outside of the, 4 characters that were at least initially revealed. I think Luke, Jamie, Chun-Li, and Ryu. We got another official character added to the Ryo roster. That motherfucker Gao. That motherfucker with the crispy hair. I don't know, how old is he now? He probably like 50 and that hair is still flawless. You gotta respect it. That comb stay that comb stay getting work, let me tell you. But man, no, the gameplay was pretty dope actually. It was he looks fun. He looks fun to play. I'm not even a Gao player like that. I'm like, damn, I wanna try him out, see if I like him. So, I mean, that's a good sign. So, gameplay looks good. They showed, of course, his traditional, generally America associated aviatorist. That probably isn't even a word, but, Top Gun reject. That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful. I think I want to say Street Fighter 2 came out before. Let's rule it out. Let's rule it out. Street Fighter 2. I think it was in the 80s Ooh, it might have been in the 90s. Let's debunk it right now. Let's not hesitate. Okay, 91. And when did Top Gun come out? No, not Top Gun Maverick. Top Gun one. That is so surreal. I have to say that. 86. Yeah, never mind. So yeah, I guess it's probably very likely that Gao is definitely inspired by Top Gun to some extent. But yeah, the gameplay is pretty dope. He has definitely some new interesting move sets. He like juggling a little bit. He actually launching like legit combo into launches. It looks good. He looks really good. The ultra looking buttery smooth. It's a lot of stuff to like. He can do his sonic boom, like his oscillating sonic boom, and then combine it with another sonic boom to make a ultra sonic boom. That's just great. That's just lovely. I mean, don't you want a sonic boom a lot? I know I I know I do. Oh, that ultimate is dope though. Oh, he freaking shoots the sonic boom at the dude in midair, Ryu in midair, catches him with the feet, and then does another one just disrespectful, fucked up his chin to all kinds of levels. He probably can't even talk anymore. Man, that was good. Street Fighter 6 is looking pretty delicious, I have to say, so far, at least based off of purely one character. I guess we didn't get in-depth character trailers for like the initial 4 that got released, but for Guile looking Guile's in style. Let's just say that. Guile is in style. Let's go. Aliens Dark Descent, which is, I guess, I believe it's a like what is it, isometric strategy game. It seemed like, at least that was the impression. It might just be a dedicated shooter, but I mean, we'll have to see more. Callisto Protocol. Callisto Protocol got actually extended gameplay, showing the game in more depth than that initial trailer that we got at State of Play. Man, it's it's basically Dead Space. It's like unabashedly Dead Space. Unabashedly Dead Space spiritual successor for sure. Even like legit stomping mechanic, got the limb dissection emphasis. Obviously the visible health on the character. It is legit as Dead Space unofficial sequel. And I mean, I understand, getting out the clutches of EA was interesting. I see that they showed a new gun that's kind of like the gravity gun from Half-Life, where you can grab at least the more powerful gun, gravity gun, where you can actually grab the person. And they showed an example of him launching a dude in like fans, environmental death. And I think towards the end of the trailer, they showed his ass getting fucked up by the fan himself, or a related fan within the area, I believe. So, looking good. Definitely got a great ambiance vibe, at least from the looks of the trailer. Looking fantastic. It really is. Looking very much forward to this coming out. Then we got Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, of course. We got an in-depth gameplay trailer of one of the levels of the game. It reminded me of what's the one level from Call of Duty 4? I forgot what it's called. It was something with a boat, something water, something deep. I don't know. In Too Deep, that's probably not it. But basically the one mission from COD 4 where they basically infiltrate a boat, and they I don't know, I think the objective was to kill some dude and then just say hoorah and kill some dude and say hoorah. That's the Call of Duty way. You bet your ass. So yeah, it looked pretty good. I mean, it's Call of Duty. It's only it's only so much you could do with Call of Duty. I mean, it's like, it's Call of Duty. It's like, you know what you get into. So I mean, it's hard to try to expect anything else. I mean, it's Call of Duty. That's witty banter, as hey, watch your six, Ghost, and I mean, of course, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, because I mean, clearly, yearly, I eat it up personally, so it's nothing to me. But yeah, it was pretty cool. I think we saw at least the hints of some of the new weapons coming back, or the new weapons that haven't been added since the remake, reboot. I mean, I want to say it was called the Fennec. I could be wrong, but just looking at the gun, it reminds me of the Fennec. It was definitely in the original Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. They showed the one shotgun, I think that was in COD 4. Those are the only ones that at least I recognized or stood out that were new specifically. So got that. Then they had a little spiel with Jeff, elaborate a little bit more on the game in terms of the background. But I guess one notable thing they added was details regarding Warzone 2, which, they definitely said is going to still be a separate thing, kind of like, at least it seems like how it is now, where, probably, is incorporated with Modern Warfare to maybe entice people to purchase the game. For those that solely just want Warzone, and probably vice versa. They, I guess, no, they alluded to more details about the game closer to release. So it seems like it's gonna release simultaneously. I don't know. I feel like they shouldn't do that. I feel like they should stagger the release. So release Modern Warfare 2 for, people to get their fix of the campaign and the multiplayer fully, and, have that whole ecosystem populated and popping. And then, like, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks after, probably drop Warzone 2, and then, let everybody have at it and mindlessly just play that and rank up or stack up chicken dinners until they can't eat chicken dinners anymore or whatever. So but yeah, I'm so excited for Modern Warfare 2. You don't even know. Oh, I just want to shoot somebody and say, let's do this. Or I'm trying to do let's do this. That's just Southern. I'm trying to do English. Let's do this. I'm gonna work on that. I'll work on that. Midnight Suns, Marvel's Midnight Suns. We got a lot more in-depth information regarding that. Specifically, we actually get they revealed Spider-Man is joining the Midnight Suns cast. Of course, I mean, this is basically the all-star team of Marvel, really. And then, opposite of Spider-Man, they revealed Venom. I forgot his name. I think it's Fallen Venom, where he's like Venom, but he's like demonic. Venom, but demonic. Yeah, of course. So I guess that'll obviously be his adversary, his personal vendetta adversary throughout the game. But yeah, I am very interested now, especially with the addition of Spider-Man, seeing a little bit more of the gameplay. Well, I guess not necessarily the gameplay in depth, but seeing getting a good feel of what the game is gonna definitely be like. You got Blade, you got Wolverine, you got Iron Man, you got Captain America, Spider-Man, freaking Knight Rider. It's gonna be great. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, XCOM style Marvel game. I'm definitely very interested in. As somebody who's definitely been riding that Marvel train, choo choo, very hard. Yes, give me all of it. Give me every little tidbit. I want it all. Oh yeah, I forgot. They did reveal Hulk as on the enemy side as well. I guess apparently Scarlet Witch and Sabretooth. I didn't catch that. Maybe that might have been in an initial release trailer and I didn't notice her or those characters. Gotham Knights, they showed gameplay for Nightwing. I think general gameplay as well for some of the other characters, and I think a tidbit of the game. They've been releasing a fair amount of Gotham Knights content as well too. So it looks good. I mean, I definitely see myself getting it. I don't know. I just wish the combat felt more, I guess, visceral is the word I'm looking for. Just the hits don't feel like they hit enough. I want them to die. I want everybody to die. Then you got I was about to say Robin Hood. You got Red Hood shooting people, but then it's like, oh, these are they definitely emphasize these are non-lethal rounds. Like, come on, man. You know Red Hood ain't necessarily like that. You know he gets down like that. Let's not be coy about this. I guess probably maybe to specifically keep a teen rating or whatever, I'm guessing, if I would assume. But come on, man, let's get that R-rated DLC. Let's get that rated R DLC. Oh, that'd be kind of I just had epiphany. That'd be kind of a cool concept. Well, I guess that might just introduce a lot of more legal issues to do that. That'd be cool though. That'd be cool. Just you get like that when you purchase the game. Oh, because then that feels kind of grimy though. It's like when you would want just a R-rated game just to purchase it in of itself, and then having to buy it additionally. Yeah, that's grimy. Never mind. All right, we just thought that out right now. Cuphead, Delicious Last Course. Got a little bit more in details in regards to the release date, June 30th. Very soon we'll be able to play with Miss Chalice and Mughead. I think he was in the other previous stuff. I clearly am not fully aware of Cuphead. I know it's a hard Contra-esque type game, and hey, I steered away from it, but I'm definitely interested though. Don't get me wrong. Neon White. This is a game that's totally up my alley. Apparently it's defined as the stylish card-based shooter, but it feels definitely, well, yeah, it's hard to even describe, but it's definitely a shooter with a lot of platforming, but it definitely feels very eclectic with a lot of style and pizzazz. It feels like if you mix I don't even want to say Call of Duty, like Doom with No More Heroes. I feel like you get Neon White, and that's enough to get my interest. I know that much. Flashback 2, a sequel to the 1992 sci-fi platformer from back in the day. Witchfire. I guess this was a game that was announced in 2017 Game Awards. I totally forgot about. But making its return. Fort Solace, which I guess is a new upcoming game that stars Troy Baker, the infamous voice actor in games, Troy Baker, as well as Red Dead Redemption 2's Roger Clark, who's Arthur Morgan. What else that stands out? Ghost Simulator 3. I love how they parodied Dead Island 2 with their trailer. I was like, what is this, some Dead Island 2 thing? And then it's just freaking ghosts just causing havoc, which I thought that was cute. That was real cute. One Piece Odyssey, which I guess is supposed to be a deep RPG, set within the One Piece universe. I don't know. I mean, this is not speaking as like not being a One Piece fan, but I think just the reputation with Japanese anime based RPGs does not seem to bode well. So this was interesting. Genshin Impact, the developer Hoyoverse, they're showing I guess there are two games, Honkai Star Rail and Zenless Zone Zero. Those look like very interesting games. I wonder if they are the same ilk of Genshin Impact specifically, where they're just not necessarily pay to play, but free to play with of course microtransactional elements or whatever. So Nightingale showed a trailer that I think they showed that previously as well. And what else? Of course, Saints Row. We actually they announced Saints Row Boss Factory, which basically just lets you go crazy with the game creator and before the game arrives. So at least I assume, I'm pretty sure, I think they confirmed. Well, basically you I think it's a demo you can download, or you can apparently get an app that will let players create and save up to 6 character designs that they can then be used for the full Saints Row game when it comes out August 23rd, 2022. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty dope, actually, to just play with the character creator, get your character ready before the game drops, and then just save some time to just get right into it when the game releases. Which, yeah, I'm definitely playing Saints Row. Definitely. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Shredder's Revenge. Looks like those rumors were confirmed with the rumored release date, which is actually June 16th next week. Is that next week? Yeah, next week. And of course, like we all speculated, hoped, and prayed for, Casey Jones is a playable character. Let's get a round of applause for that. Like you can't have the Ninja Turtles without Casey Jones. That just is like that's like having a sandwich without the meat. You need the meat. Or if you vegan, appropriate, choice. But you need it. You need the meat. You need the meat. You need Casey Jones meat. Oh, where did that go? A new 6-player mode as well. Specifically, you can play this online. That's very important. That's gonna be dope as hell. Six friends all just causing chaos and havoc. That's gonna be fun time, man. Can't wait. Cannot wait, man. I could tell you already. This is definitely easily gonna be top 5 my game of the year for sure. It's gonna definitely be in the top 5. I do not see it leaving at all, based off of what I've just seen specifically. Everybody's here. The whole crew is here. Oh man, you could tell the people that made this love this game, love the lore and the media that is Ninja Turtles. So highly looking forward to this when it drops. And I guess lastly, I guess what was actually leaked, I think maybe 2 hours before the end of maybe earlier than that. I think even before the Summer Games Fest started. But The Last of Us Part 1, which is basically the remake of The Last of Us that was heavily rumored, actually was revealed at Summer Games Fest. But it's messed up. Basically, essentially taken away from Jeff. This would have been a pretty dope, like, just a surprise. But apparently it was the surprise was ruined because I believe actually PlayStation Direct Store, they actually leaked it. Of all people, it'd be your own people. PlayStation Direct, the store leaked the game before it even dropped. So unfortunate, but at least in this case, it necessarily wasn't anybody outside of the company, but actually was the company themselves. You hate to see it, you really do. But yeah, they showed us a trailer. So yeah, it basically is the original Last of Us with a lot of the mechanics, implementations from The Last of Us 2, as well as of course at least what Neil Druckmann said, the Uncharted for The Last of Us Part 2. A lot of the stuff they learned being re-implemented into this game that is built from the ground up to play on PS5. So it is actually a PS5 exclusive console. It is not going to be backwards compatible for PS4. Which, hey, personally, I think it's time to start that. I mean, of course, the consoles are difficult to get, but I think it's at some point you gotta cut the line. But yeah, so yeah, I don't know. There was some controversy regarding the game, which I don't know. At first I was kind of initially skeptical, but at least after seeing it in motion, it seems much better. I think maybe it could have been potentially some defamation to some extent, where exaggerating qualities of the previous game compared to the initial one, where it essentially looked like the original Last of Us colors was very vibrant, popping, but then compared it to the shown remake, which seemed way more washed out. and bland. But after seeing it in motion, I think it does look better, and especially how they compared it, it seems to look better. I guess we'll see when it fully comes out, but I think that's not necessarily a valid criticism to have, at least considering we're also going to see more of the game be closer to its release, which is September 2nd, I believe. So that's pretty close. That's pretty close. 60 FPS, new combat options and more. What they say, at least specifically there. And then they also they touched on the Last of Us TV show. They showed a clip of screenshot of is it Giancarlo? No, I'm thinking that's the dude from Breaking Bad. Pedro Pascal and what's her name? Damn it, the girl from Game of Thrones. That's the Bella Ramsey. There you go, Bella Ramsey. And they did also mention that the original voice actors for Joel and Ellie from the game are actually gonna be in the TV series to some extent. They're being very discreet, coy about who that they are in the TV show. So I guess we'll find out when that comes out. No further details in terms of when it's actually going to release or whatnot. But definitely, I'd say one of the very interesting aspects of what they did release while they were on stage was the Last of Us multiplayer, which I think, at least me specifically, I've definitely been yearning to find more about, which they gave us a pretty substantial amount of detail. So they definitely, at least how Neil was describing it, was that it seems to have grown into its like own legit like game, where at least initially I think we all thought it was just like some added component to the Last of Us game. I guess maybe presumably either the remake or part 2. I think it was a lot of rumors of it being like standalone, but at least how they're talking about it now, it definitely feels very, very like ambitious. At least from at least what I thought it was gonna be. So I'm actually hyped for that. They're like actually new characters, like a legit story, and premise and all that. So I'm even more hyped about this. Cause again, in case people don't know, don't sleep on Last of Us Factions mode. Don't be sleeping on that mode, because it was a very, very compelling, fun, interesting component to the original Last of Us, for sure. So, to a very surprising, point where I was like, damn, this is fun as hell. This is very fun. I wasn't expecting this, because obviously you have the preconceived notions of playing the single player game, like it seems like, okay, another tacked on multiplayer component is not really fun. But this one was where it's at. This one was where it was at. So it definitely feels like this is like a legit next game in the series being developed, as if it's wouldn't be surprised, but like I don't think they'd be that bold to call it The Last of Us 3 or something like that. I think it's definitely gonna be called something Factions, Last of Us Factions 2, or they're probably gonna be, I think it's definitely gonna be something. But looking forward to that. Definitely satiated my curiosity. They definitely said for sure it's definitely going to be next year, so at least that's good to know. I'm just glad we got some information on it. So technically we got, I think I predicted it, but we got at least some information. I think I might have predicted a trailer, but you know what? I'll take what I can get. I'll take what I can get in this case. Yeah, that was pretty much it, really. At least that stood out to me specifically. Overall, probably would rate it a solid C in grade. A lot of stuff I was interested in. I got a lot more information that I wanted. A At least Last of Us was pretty good announcement, even though it was basically stripped away from Jeff in this case. But that's that's just the whole thing of itself. But yeah, a solid C. Nothing crazy, nothing like, oh my god, Bloodborne for PC. I guess that's one thing too. They did announce that the Last of Us remake is actually gonna be coming to PC later, which is, yeah, they are really going strong with the PC initiative, and I think they, obviously, I respect it. So yeah, PC Last of Us Part 1. Oh yeah, I forgot about, I think, did I mention that Last of Us Part 1? I thought that's a nice touch to obviously, link back to Part 2, um solidify the continuity, if you will, just in case, like, if this is last person smoking weed, if this is Last of Us Part 2, why isn't this called Last of Us Part 1? I don't understand that. So yeah, that's a pretty nice touch. I like that. But yeah, solid C overall. I was satisfied. It definitely helped that he tempered expectations. He's like, hey, we don't got no Elden Rings over here. Y'all need to calm down. Essentially, just to paraphrase, we don't got no Elden Rings over here. Y'all need to calm your asses down. All right, y'all need to keep y'all gamer rages in check. We not having none of that over here. So, yeah. Summer Games Fest 2022. Of course, there's still other, I guess, unrelated stuff coming up. I know the Devolver Digital Showcase was pretty cool, pretty interesting. What else? I think some other miscellaneous stuff that doesn't come to mind, but at least the other next big thing, I think, is the Xbox Showcase this Sunday. And what else? I think, the Capcom event. I think either Monday or Tuesday. One of those. So, that's going to be pretty dope. So definitely some stuff to look for. Hopefully Nintendo shows themselves, gives us a 24-hour notice. Listen, 24 hours, Nintendo Direct tomorrow at 7 a.m. Be there or be square. That's Nintendo. Nintendo going Nintendo. I would be surprised if they didn't, but I think they should definitely. I think it's very likely. It seems like they would. So we'll see. Yeah. I think that covers that. What else? Next topic of discussion. Street Fighter 6, and with that announcement during the state of play, pretty shortly thereafter, apparently the character roster was complete character, at least I believe launch character roster was just straight up leaked. So yeah, straight up leaked. So yeah, but at least to his credit, I think the reception was very positive. So that's at least a good side of it. But I'd say the roster definitely looks pretty strong. I think they definitely learned their lesson from Third Strike, where they totally abandoned all the tried and true loved characters from Street Fighter 2, Infamous even, and actually maintain a good balance of keeping a lot of the respected, loved, adored legacy characters, while also introducing a lot of new characters and keeping that. I think this is definitely probably the best balance I've seen in a good while in terms of at least an initial launch roster that I can recall, for sure. So yeah, at least specifically returning Cammy, DJ, which is that's interesting. That's surprising. DJ, Jury, Rashido, Ken. I forgot. Let's divulge briefly into the Punish Ken. That's it, it shouldn't be Ken. It should be Punish Ken. That should be his name on the character select screen. But this is probably just totally like memed, just false narrative that people are just running with, which in of itself, that I think that's just hilarious. But basically, people see the design of Ken, which he looks pretty dope actually. I don't necessarily see like punished, hurt. My wife left me vibes. I see more of a determined, very focused type of vibe from Ken, in at least from this art. So I don't know. Yeah, punish Ken. I could see it to some extent, but I don't know. I think people are being extreme about it, and it's funny though. It's funny. Some people have this false narrative that Ken's wife left him. What was it about? Ken's wife left him with his son, and I guess maybe he just got into drugs, got into alcohol, and just abused all of them together, and just couldn't take it anymore, or whatever, something like that. And the greatest meme ever. Man. What was it? I used to wake up DP, but I don't want to wake up anymore now. I used to wake up DP, but I can't even wake up anymore now. Or no, I used to wake up DP, but I don't want to wake up anymore. You'll be okay, Ken. You'll get through this. Ken, you'll get through this. You're strong. You're strong. So that is I don't know why that kills me, but it does. Zangief, of course. The Red Machine, is it? I think it's the Red Machine. Akuma, of course. You can't have Ryu without Akuma. I like the design though. He's got like kind of red streaks in his hair. He's got the very like I don't know, just hardened Goku type of motif. I don't know. Just he's been through some stuff, Then shamefully, Ed has made his return. This is initially, at least, I'm very disappointed. You have Dudley, who's hasn't been in Street Fighter since 4. Who's I would say a very beloved character. But not, and even Balrog, who of course was in Street Fighter 5. But Ed was in Street Fighter 5, I think people would gravitate towards Balrog over Ed, but either way, they chose Ed, who seems to be the default boxer, presumably in this game. So, we'll see. At least initially, my expectations are very low. I don't anticipate him being very fun to play, but we'll see. Maybe they will. Maybe they will make him fun to play. I don't know. At least from just, he looked like he sucked though. Let me just say that. But we'll see. Maybe I would like to be proven wrong, but given at least the first character we saw, which was Guile, it definitely seems like the direction of the game is going in a very interesting direction. So, then you got some of these new characters. You got this dude looking like fucking Santa with he looked like that one meme, the one daddy meme with the dude with the white hair, and he looked like fine as, presumably from a woman's standpoint, looking fine as hell, and you know, um, it looked like they just went with his aesthetic and just ran with it. I'm curious to see how he played, but he does look kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. I respect it. He looked like Santa and that hot dude if they merged and had to have the ankle. He got the ankle showing, so he brave. He got the ankle showing, so he brave, essentially. Got a lot of diversity representation. You got this black girl, Kimberly, I think they showed towards the end of the trailer. She got her MP3 player. I don't know what year this is, but get an iPod. Get Bluetooth. Get wireless Bluetooth. What are you doing with the? Never mind. Let me stop. You got this one girl who I guess is probably safe to assume. I think people are just safely assuming that she's related to T-Hawk to some extent because she seems to be of the same tribe and whatnot. So, they, from a design perspective at least, they look interesting. Probably other person I'm interested in specifically this dude. I think he's a guy. I could be wrong. Marisa. At least I guess it may. He might be the anime trope of very feminine looking male type thing, or the and is it androgynous or genderly ambiguous? I don't. You know what I mean. So it could be that, but he looks cool though. I do want to play him. He's from Italy, so it seems like he kickboxes, and I like me some kickboxers. That's definitely my favorite. That's my type. That's my not like that though. Let's let's make it clear. Who else? Honda, Dalsim, Blanca, and of course Chun-Li and Guile. So overall, it definitely seems like a promising roster. Of course, it's we'll probably get periodical character trailers closer to release for 2022. But overall, I'm really digging the aesthetics of pretty much all the characters. Yeah, I'm really digging them. Yeah, I think this definitely feels like a very solid, diverse roster. So I guess we'll see. But shouts out to Capcom because I think they pretty much saw it, and I think in a very rare instance they literally acknowledged that yes, these are. They essentially acknowledged these are actually true, and say well, you guys saw them, but thank you for the reception. So I think maybe it feels the other way if it was heavily negative reception, and when these leaks came out and people responded very negatively to it, they probably would have said nothing. But it's pretty cool for them to actually acknowledge and embrace the leak rather than hide by it. Or you never know, this maybe could have been a market employ where they intentionally. Street Fighter 6 .jpeg they took it from me. Oh man, damn it. They took it. They took it, and I gave it to a person that is a reputable leaker to give the impression that it was leaked, but it actually wasn't. It actually was a ploy to bring more eyes to it and get more reception. Oh, I don't know. That's a big brain move, though. That's a big brain move. I think I've said it before, but I think more people should do that actually. And who knows if of these, which one is actually legit and actually orchestrated by the actual company as a legit market employee, which actually, again, would be a big brain ingenious move that should be done more if it isn't. Because it's like people are definitely more interested to look at something if they're not supposed to, a la the Streisand effect. So I mean, by principle alone, it's a pretty ingenious concept. So, for what it's worth, you know. But yeah, with that being said, I think that concludes the news for this week. Let's get into what I've been playing. Essentially, I've been in this very reflective multiplayer mode. I generally have at least between single player games or something, just games I'm not generally interested in playing. I normally resort to multiplayer, which has definitely been the case as of late. At least specifically, I think I touched on it previously before, but Destiny 2. So actually, after initially playing it, I was very, and then I was like, you know what, let me try playing it again, see if something changes, and kind of did. Not gonna lie, I'm like, it was giving me dopamine, and I'm like, I kind of want to play and do stuff. And one thing I do appreciate that I think has made me shy away from Destiny, at least initially, after the first one, was of course the raids, which I'm like, I don't have it in me to play 8 hours of a single thing where you could potentially not succeed and do all this intricate stuff. I don't know. It's just, I feel like it's some things you shouldn't cross the stream with. I feel like shooter with MMORPG feels weird to me, but I do like some aspects of it, which is why I gave it a shot. So I do like that. I think it feels like they put more of an effort to support players like myself that like to play by themselves and play without the pressure and punishment of playing by yourself, which I think Destiny 2 has, at least in its current state, seems to have been doing a fairly decent job of doing, where there's a lot of stuff to do still if you don't have people to play with. Of course, presumably the game is probably way more enjoyable if you play with a knit consistent group of people. But at least for me, in terms of my play style and commitment, level of commitment, I feel like you know, just at least give me something to keep me invested, I think is, and you know, obviously probably other people the same, because when you think about it, getting people, especially with lives and children and stuff, is to have everybody coordinate to play consistently, I think is very difficult in this day and age. So yeah, I think it's kind of unrealistic to do that. Of course, you know, I could explore the whatchamacallit, looking for group type things, but then that's a whole beast in of itself, which I think I was doing some research on YouTube and stuff where, you know, like no, I feel like that is kind of a very slippery slope, because, you know, you get the toxic people like, what are you doing? Have you even played this before? I'm like, no, I haven't. Where I guess people use the term. What was the term I learned when I was researching? It was an acronym for know what. I think it was know what to do. Know what to do. Yeah, KWD. KWTD. Know what to do, which is, you know, obviously to isolate people who maybe have the ambition and initiative to want to learn to play, but, you know, obviously are off put because people have that description, know what to do type thing. So unfortunate, but, you know, I feel like, yeah, that's why I at least personally stray away from that slope. So but at least I'm pretty content where I'm at. I don't really see myself wanting to do a raid. That just does not feel fun to me. Like literally 8 hours to do something and potentially not reap the benefit. That just seems like a annoying commitment. Especially specifically the dynamic of with other players, and if one person fucks up, that's just even way more pressure and Eyes on You, where people like, what are you doing? You supposed to shoot the eye at 5 o'clock. Like, come on, man. What is this? What are we doing right now? You supposed to shoot it at 5 o'clock, then 6. What don't you get? Come on, man. Come on. What are we doing right now? So yeah. But I'm enjoying myself. So I do see myself periodically, touching in, just shooting some people. At least Crucible. I definitely see myself playing Crucible more because, I was yearning for Destiny multiplayer type fix. I think that's what definitely eventually got me back to Destiny 2 was to just get a consistent Destiny like multiplayer fix, which has always been my jam personally. So yeah. Then continuing down that lane, Modern Warfare. It's great. It's great. The fact that I'm still coming back to this game even after Cold War, after Vanguard. I think it's funny. I think Cold War and Vanguard had the adverse effect where like it made me even gravitate towards Modern Warfare more because I was able to, compare. I'm like, I don't really like, I really like Modern Warfare. and what made it worse was, I think I mentioned it before, was the issue on Xbox where, it was some very horrible stuttering with, the 120 hertz mode, which I have that, it's really was no way to circumvent. Even I think 60 you have some difficulties as well. But yeah, that ultimately made me go back or stray away from playing. And like I normally for a long time, like a good 4 or 5 months, I think, like since January, and they finally fixed it like late May. So, but yeah, so now I've been like loving it all over again. Actually got Onyx for my MP5. What? People don't even know what that means, but hey, let me just tell you, it's dedication. That's what that is. It's definitely some dedication to get that. You gotta, there's some blood, sweat, and fingers you gotta go through. But yeah, solid. Just loving it. I'm literally gonna play it until Modern Warfare 2 comes out, and hopefully that reignites the Modern Warfare fuel again for me to play yet again and play put another 1,000 hours into this game. Which I definitely see. It definitely seems like that. Hopefully we get a gameplay trailer beta, multiplayer beta at some point, which I think they essentially confirmed. So I can't even say that. So yes, Modern Warfare is great. Still one of the best recent Modern Warfares by far, in my opinion. Still going down Xbox memory lane. Gears 5 put some decent legit time into this recently because that multiplayer is great. Just the loop of Gears is still just fulfilling as hell. I keep coming back to it. I messed with ranked a bit. Got humbled, and I was like, you know what? Let me go back to quick play. They changed the ranked a lot. Actually, it was a dedicated ranking system where bronze, gold, silver, whatever. But now it's a numbered rank type thing where you actually progress through the numbers legitimately, kind of like Street Fighter 5 in terms of like the rankings and stuff. So I thought that was pretty cool, but at the same time, didn't necessarily motivate me to play like placement matches, which I thought was kind of a fun concept to like, hey, it's a lot of pressure. You need to perform during these specific matches if you want to determine your rank. Which, I think it's kind of a give and take type thing where it's like, I like that a lot, but at the same time, this is kind of interesting too. But I have to say, of the two, I definitely gravitate towards the dedicated placement rank type system. like similar to Halo. So, but man, Gears is Gears, man. Gears is Gears. And now they have the permanent 3-time, 4-time XP. So that's definitely making it more fun. Like I literally ranked up a tier or a level and re-upped. I think I'm re-up 4 now in the game. So, love me some Gears, man. That's one of my guilty pleasures. I'm debating getting a Gears Omen tattoo at some point, but we'll see. We'll see. One day, if I'm feeling risky enough, it might happen. It might, along with the Umbrella logo. It might happen. It might. With that being said, that pretty much concludes what I would have been playing. Getting what I've been watching real quick. Obi-Wan, episode 4 dropped. It was kind of on the mess side, but it has some interesting tidbits to it. Yeah, it was. I'm trying to reflect. Oh man, let's talk about it. I guess potentially it's not really a huge spoiler necessarily, but either way, spoilers for Obi-Wan episode 4. But highlight of the episode towards the end was the freaking. They had the audacity to implement the Scooby-Doo, every kid's movie in the 90s. Hey, let's put a trench coat on. Just put a trench coat on him. Nobody I noticed. What is this? So literally, and then it just looked totally just campy and just obvious. Like nobody's gonna notice this. Okay, so pretty much towards the end of the episode, there was a moment where they infiltrated the, I think, what were they called? Navigators, not something order. I forgot the name. Something with the N. The Navigators. Niminators. Let me. Obi-Wan. And let's say third sister. What are they called? It is killing me. It is killing me. Inquisitors. Don't know why that didn't. Anyway, it was some Inquisitor base, and they are essentially were to save Leia. They save Leia, and they're trying to work out an escape. So they get a disguise as one of the, infiltrator Inquisitor soldiers or whatever. And apparently, yeah, they just had some trench coat. They use a trench coat, and it's literally two people, the Leia walking with, was it I think Obi-Wan, in this trench coat with the hat. And I'm like, come on. Is nobody gonna see this? Is nobody anybody notice what's going on? Anybody see this? See the daughter that's missing, the little prisoner girl that's missing with the little, I was like, okay, that's all right. That's a liberty, but okay. Was hilarious though, I have to say. Just the whole nerve to do that was hilarious. But yeah, so just wanted to shout that out specifically. But I guess it was cool showing the tomb. I guess some of the dead folks of I'm assuming Rebels or one of the previous animated shows I haven't seen. But yeah. So okay episode. Could be better. It was alright. Then also saw Mrs. Marvel. Which premiered, of course. More like
Miss Marvel.
let me stop using that joke. It ain't right. It ain't fair. Um, for the first premiere episode, I was not really impressed. It was like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. I feel like it was predictable. She didn't really get her powers soon enough for me, and then when she did get her powers, it wasn't any like, I don't know. Would have liked some fighting, something, I guess, just to appease me. But I mean, I get it to an extent. Like, I know it's an origin story, whatever. But I feel like it could have been some more there. I feel like it could have been some better pacing or something like that. You know, yeah, yeah. I think another aspect too, I think why I may be like looking at it more harshly, or at least under more scrutiny, is playing the having played the campaign for the Avengers game, where it's a very similar plot, you know, with Miss Marvel's origin story, to a certain extent, and you know, having the whole Avengers Day event and stuff like that, and yeah, I don't know. I felt like definitely it felt like it was handled better for sure in the game versus this, at least premiere episode so far. Definitely gonna give it another chance, but I am very, I don't know. I'm hoping it picks up though, but at least for the premiere episode, was not necessarily impressed. So yeah. But let's get into what else I've been watching. Which has been The Boys. The Boys season 3 premiered last week. It was like a 3-episode premiere, where they, you know, released 3 episodes. And man, let's talk about that first episode. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but man, whew, it is if you guessed, you was trying to, you know, was curious about what this show was, man, this, you know, you thought, man, I don't remember this show being necessarily that. Oh boy, this show is, it goes there. It goes. I'll say this for sure. It goes where Marvel won't. That's for sure. That's for certain. It goes where Marvel will never think of. Oh, maybe with Deadpool, we'll see. It goes where Marvel won't dare go. But man, whew. So yeah, it picks up where you know, season 2 left off, obviously. To try to be very light on spoilers, but they showed it in the trailers, so I think it's for season 3, so I think it's somewhat fair game. But they definitely, you know, what I think is very fascinating about the season is the fact that, you know, these normal people are the main characters are actually gonna be using this the compound V, which is essentially this drug that gives people superpowers for a temporary amount of time. So it's pretty cool that they're actually essentially gonna be using the compound V, and to see how that kind of dynamic comes into play with, you know, these adversaries that are too strong for them normally, but it's like, now we got to use compound V if you want to stand a chance, and kind of see that come into play is going to be pretty interesting, at least further throughout the season, which they kind of touched on, at least for the first 3 episodes that I did see. Yeah, Homelander. If you know Homelander is getting more and more just sadistic and crazy and villainish, and I love it. Not even gonna lie, I love the dynamic. I love the storyline, and just how everything is developing. It's kind of like, it's what I wanted. I think deep down inside, like, I want a superhero movie or superhero, you know, show for like adults. Just something that's just violent, and just violent, and plays with that narrative with these you know, superheroes, which I think is pretty pretty interesting and seeing all those dynamics coming into play. So thoroughly digged the 3 episodes, especially the ending of the third one. It was like, oh, the plot thickens. It thickens so much. So, man, we'll see. And I've heard some rumors of some of the potential episodes that will be visited. So that's, yeah, I'm all in. I'm kind of mad I didn't catch up or watch The Boys when it premiered. I think I was maybe a year or so late, so it wasn't necessarily too bad, but still, hey, I'm in it now for sure. Yeah. So, with that being said, I think that will conclude episode 157 of Switch's Sights. If you did enjoy the podcast, feel free to like, rate, and subscribe on your favorite podcasting platforms. 5 stars are greatly appreciated. You can catch me record this live on Twitch TV/HeySwitch. You can catch archives on YouTube.com/HeySwitch. Until next time, y'all, get your damn game on. Feel free to fuck. Aw, yeah. Camera just gonna die on me. Alright. just gonna kill mode. Alright. Live snafus, y'all. Nobody's safe.